Something like that in the airplane.
Yeah, but this one is a clear case. He is a worker on the vessel.
But maybe you can also
Do it.
maybe I don't know.
And so here in the airplane, we say an air host or an air hostess had a problem and died. He's a worker on the plane. So here is not a passenger dying. Okay, but not notwithstanding, whether an air host or a hostess or a passenger, we have doctors in the plane, as I told you in my condition. A doctor will come and examine the person and then will isolate the person to a place that the person alone can be there to relax. You get the point? So when the plane lands, ambulance will take the person. Whether you even declared there by a doctor, ambulance will take the person to the nearest hospital and then for examination, and if it has to do with any autopsy, whatever, it is done. Do you get it? But if you are an active member boarding the plane, the aircraft, or being seated and you passing on, we cannot scan you. We cannot scan because before you boarded, you were scanned. You went through all the processes to go. Nobody would put those things in your tummy on the plane. So why do we scan you once you come because you are dead? No. And even before everybody gets down, he's the first person to leave the aircraft. These are the specialties that we have as far as passenger and business are concerned. Okay, so now let's look at the valuable cargo. These are valuable cargo that I presented last time. That if we are doing gold, if we are doing, let's look at them. So these are shipment of valuable cargoes are principally bestowed in the valuable cargo pouches with attached seal. In the event of package valuable cargo showing signs of being tampered with or is such item found missing, cargo department head office shall immediately be informed in order to trace and locate shipment as again. Because remember I told you the loss amount, if the aircraft is $100,000 and you have to pay for $200,000, it is valuable. So you have to do that to top up. But if they are valuable, they are isolated. Gold, diamond, okay, these are huge. That anything can happen to them. Even the air hostess can balance them if you don't, but even there are scanners everywhere. So they are very much particular about some of these items. Those are the valuable cargoes. So you see, special cargo, you have the human remains, valuable cargo. Now we come to perishable cargo. The perishable cargoes are what you know. That's how we mentioned them: flowers, foodstuffs, live animals, meat, fruits, all of them in this category. And as you know, their handling, their packaging, their shipping should all be with reefers. Then the loading, you should make sure they are well ventilated or they are well refrigerated. You cannot put, I know the pineapples that are shipped are not put into reefer containers. Mostly they are put into ventilated boxes where air can, so when they send them to the cabins, enough refrigeration or air is lowered onto the cargo to make sure that they can survive the journey. Here to London is 6 hours. So it's prepared that within 6 hours we should be there. And so can that fruit last for 6 hours? It is done before the aircraft picks up. These are the codes that we use. These are internationally accepted codes that we use. So active temperature control system. If the cargo is so perishable like meat or flowers, it means on the package you should have this ACT, AOG, aircraft on ground, ATT, goods attached to airway building, AVI is what? Live animals. You don't know matching. Okay, so these are the codes that we use on the documents, on the packages to indicate that this particular consignment is of this nature. Hello? Alright. There are a lot of them. Look at human remains in coffin is what? Ham. Living human organ or blood, your kidney, your liver, that's the code, LH2. So we saying human liver, which somebody can balance and run away. Just write LH2. We understand. So these are the codes that we use, with our handling. Flowers, meats, they are there. They are there. A lot of them. This is just for reference purposes. Then explosives. So 1.4b, 1.4c, 4d, 4e, G, and S. All these categories. And all these categories has their what? Danger and risk effects. That than the one that happened at Apiati. Then I think we have done security of the airport. So then we can run straight to aircraft chartering. Any questions so far? Okay, so we have done charter party in sea transport. Okay, so here aircraft chartering is talking about taking the whole plane for your birthday party. Yeah, and it's allowed. So you wanna go? Just invite me to sit and take pictures. Yeah, so that is it. This plane, that is it, air charter. And as you can see, any of you can go and charter the plane. Oh, you don't have the faith? The faith is there. Are you confident? So you can charter the plane. Charter the plane.
The private jet at the airport,
they don't have a plane. They are giving a space for the private jet to come and park. That's what they don't have private jets. So that is it. That is it. It's just a system that an individual group of people or companies can undertake to take the whole flight for their use. So we have an individual renting an entire aircraft, I told you, for use. So you can use it for your birthday party, your any program, wedding reception. It's allowed if you can pay. The way you are smiling means it's on your budget. Now the single, so we have the private charter, we have the single entity charter, we have the affinity charter, and then the public charter plus the special event or charter. Now, in the exams where students are always mixing the affinity and the public, so pay attention. The single entity is an individual company contract and pays for the operation of the entire airplane. So, which company do you work with? Which company do you work with? It's a school. So the school can take an aircraft and then pay for the operations of the aircraft. So this one, you are taking the plane, buy fuel, food, water, everything, pay the crew. You are paying for the full operations of the aircraft. You are not only paying the seats as a ticket. So that is why we have the single entity charter. It is only for your operation, you alone. Then we come to the affinity. You rent the aircraft for 8 members who pay their own fares. That's why I put it in bold. An organization, the same school can pick the aircraft, but then only for his staff to use the aircraft. But every staff will pay their own fare. Field trip, okay. So everybody is going to pay your own fare, even though we've chartered the plane. Pay your own fare and then give it to the airline owner. Then the public one, when a company contract the operation of an aircraft from one destination to another and advertise and sell seat to members of the public, either directly or through travel agents. So we take all of us, we form like one company, we go and take the blame. Okay? And then we rent out or we sell out seat to other people to use. So more or less, we are using the plane for business.
Like leasing.
Okay, we can say that. Can say listen. I was really going to think about the African World Airline. He doesn't own the plane. He has taken the plane for full operation. And that's, it's not only operating for himself alone, but then he's selling seats to other members and is carrying people one destination to another destination. Okay, that's what Ghana can do. We can't buy aircraft. No, for now, I don't know who. I know Kennedy Japan wanted to buy a jet. I don't know if that's going to come. I also learned Nanga Williams also wanted to buy aircraft, jet, I don't know. But as at now, nobody. Private jet. I've not bought it. No, it doesn't own that.
People can buy it.
I'm saying at the moment.
Taking care of it.
No, I'm saying at the moment, Ghana, I don't know anybody having private jet. Then special events, okay, that's it for the holiday, the birthday parties and whatever. Special events that, I am having a birthday party on this date, so you tell the airline, they'll give you the whole plane, they'll fly you wherever you want to go, so they'll just give you the bill to pay. Now let's look at how we go through the chartering of an aircraft. So we go through a whole lot of things